Oh, hello, Jummer. John Homer, Jummer.
Huh? Do what? Cameron. Oh, whoa, where'd you come from? What are you doing? I didn't know. I thought y'all still had to go get her. Oh, well, I just started a race and qualifying right now. So I'll be in for the next hour. No, the races are an hour. I didn't know. I thought you all still had to go get her. I saw him here. I thought y'all were. I didn't know you'd already gone and gotten her.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, well, that threw me off.
Okay, here comes your first time black.
What's causing the car to sway to the left more when I'm under hard braking, so that's something that's weird.
2 minutes 3.087.
skates around a little more under braking than it did before. Because that was a really slow lap time compared to what it should have been.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Car's not rotating fast enough. Probably get away with raising the rear a little bit.
Yeah.
There's the flag. It's over.
Yeah. It was better. I guess I'm just not used to the car having that much camber in it. I don't have the rest of the setup balanced for it. So. I'm gonna use the same race setup. Hey, Fraser. Qualified with a little more camber in the car. I ran a couple of practice laps with it. I had I don't know, I was 201.7 or something like that. So it seemed like I was a little faster, but a little less predictable under hard braking. Like I was braking for just now, the first lap coming through would have been quite a bit quicker. But braking, I noticed when I was threshold braking like I normally would, the car was veering away from the corner instead of into the corner. So I don't know. It's going to take a little getting used to. I probably have to mess with something else on the setup. Colton hasn't run a qual lap yet. Yeah, 202.6 is all I ran. Wasn't anything great. Oh, yeah. Duh. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to remind me, man. I forget. So this is race setup here. Starts off kind of sluggish and then it picks up, gets fast as the race goes on. But I don't run as much camber, I think, as a lot of people do. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one. This is from that thread in the forum. Miguel Vigo was talking about you have to run a lot of camber and stuff. And I know you do on the GT cars. The HPD doesn't have suspension compliance, so I just can't in my mind see how running a lot of camber is going to make a huge difference. Oh, Colton
Vas a usar lo mismo, Dani.
disconnected. Oh, shit. Hopefully he gets back in.
Y sobreviraba un montón, ¿eh?
If Colton doesn't get back in, this is going to be one boring race, so you better stay right where you are and talk to me. Yeah, anytime I'm going to be doing really hard braking, like on a fast track like this one, I like to close up that third spring. Keep the nose from diving as much. It helps to keep it from rebounding so much when I let off the brake, so I don't spin. I don't loop it going to the bus stop.
Let's go, John. Very nice haste.
Looks like we lost Colton.
Pit road is closed.
Okay, and I'll adjust fuel as needed. Good luck, Christian. Mr. Radcliffe, how are you? Man, it's like HPD royalty in here.
Thanks. Easy victory for you.
Ha, you've seen my streams, it's never easy. I'll run out of fuel, hit a wall, you know, chase a bird, something.
Edgy.
Battle. Your setup is very nice. I'm using now.
Oh good, glad you like it. I'm experimenting with a few changes on it. I'll let you know if I change them.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Try to leave room on that inside line there for Christian. Oh man, you're royalty too. These days, you know. I mean, I still remember back when I first started racing this car, some of the ridiculous people I had to chase, and that's what made me get faster, was having to chase fast people. Since I've come back, I've been slower because I haven't been getting in races with you guys, so I have somebody fast to chase. You know, I keep front running, and when I'm front running, I just can't get any faster. I could tell he definitely had my gear ratios because he sucked right up on me in the draft. The other night he couldn't do that. Everybody shortens that 6th gear too much trying to keep the revs high, and that just doesn't work. Not in this car. Yep. But you know, the aliens aren't, I don't know. I've run against most of the so-called, they're not really that much faster.
Sergio, estás brincando mucho, cuidado.
Once you figure out how to be quick in this car, it's just little minor differences. There's only 2 people I've ever jaw dropped in response to racing with them. That was Maximilian Benecki and Mitchell DeJong. Those 2 guys are just goofy fast. Yep. Yeah, most of those guys come back and run to LMP1, though. It's kind of disappointing. The last season that the HPD was the lead class in Neo, I got to run against those guys a lot. I was happy with where I ran. I couldn't beat them, but I was faster than most of the field, most of the time.
Clear on the right.
But that was also before I took this year off. Yeah, that dude can just get in anything and be insane fast. It's just not fair. It's not fair. No, there's a 1X. Sorry, I was looking at my graphics settings. Something's goofy. It's like my FreeSync is turned off.
Thanks, spotter, for not telling me.
I miss racing with Gabber Mex too. That guy made me pick up my pace quite a bit, chasing him every weekend. Yep, I know, and I never thought I'd see him do that. The LMP1's just so magoo compared to this car. I don't enjoy it at all. It's so dull. The sounds, the feel, it's numb. I mean, it's like the really hot chick who can't screw. Yeah, we used to have some pretty good races in the evening U.S. times. Tenzi used to run in here, and Patrick Wolf, guys like that. We used to have some pretty good races. The only year I was able to get strong enough point scoring to get close to the top of the standings. But yeah, we're running them off. I need to start focusing, start running more GTE. My biggest iRating gains come when I run the GTE cars, so I'm going to run some more of that, get my iRating up. That way I can get in the top split. I mean, I ran it at first. Hell, I had a few track records in the early days of it, but I just never warmed up to it. It just didn't feel good to me. It's numb. Like I said, like the hot chick who can't screw, you know? Hopefully. This year I'm bringing teammates, though, that aren't the fastest on our team, so I don't know how competitive we'll be. But I think we'll be good enough. But yeah, I'm going to focus on getting my iRating up over the next month, just to make sure we get into the top split. That's it. Just survive the night. I think it's going to be carnage. And truthfully, I worry more about GTE cars than I do the LMP1s. Because with the LMP1s, I can kind of control how they pass. I can't really control what the hell these GTE car guys do. They all of a sudden like to let off the throttle, or they like to race you over the braking zone, you know. It's hard to figure out what the hell they're going to do sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna have that. You know, when I left, I was duking it out with Vigo and all the geodesic guys, beating a lot of them. Vigo and I would go back and forth, and I came back, and I'm off pace, man. I just cannot run on the pointy end, and I think it's because of that. I think it's because I'm still running really stiff springs, and I think what's happened is the service just passed me by. I'm not as fast as I was, and everybody else is a little faster than they were, and so I think it's just one of those things that happens. You guys all just kind of passed me by a little bit. I mean, I'm still competent enough to hold my own, but not good enough to run at the front. So I'm gonna go practice with that in the Ferrari.
Don't go fast, I got damage, mate.
I'm gonna go practice on that in the Ferrari and try to see if I can't get that down. Really? Wow. Yeah, I'm way off then. My springs are way stiff compared to that. That explains why I'm fighting the living shit out of that car. And the BMW in front of me looks like it's just, you know, on a casual drive. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you saw that, because I'm gonna have to make those changes. It was confusing to all of a sudden be running behind guys who were usually way behind me. There were a couple times when some guys that I used to beat like I stole something from me were out qualifying me. I usually catch them in the race and get by them, but shit, man. I mean, it wasn't like I botched qualifying. I mean, as hard as I could run it. The time just wasn't there. I know the guys who I expect to beat me, but sometimes guys who don't beat you and you kind of wonder what you're doing wrong. Okay, yeah, see, and it's totally different than what we were doing in early 2017. So I'll make those changes, and I appreciate you looking at that. No, you're right. That's what it was. It was the early days, and what I threw together off of, you know, real knowledge, what I thought it should be, was enough to make me fast, but it didn't stand the test of time. You know? And it doesn't help that I come back and I'm just not as quick as I was, even if the setup is working right. You know, and I never was, you know, fast to begin with. And there were certain places I could be fast, but I wasn't fast everywhere. And the places that I was fast, I was no longer fast, so it was kind of puzzling. Yeah, and back then I was giving setups to people, you know, and a lot of people were using them and liking them, but now I don't share my setups in that car anymore, not because I'm hiding anything, it's because they're just not good. I don't want to give somebody a bad setup or a setup I'm not confident with. And that's people like wonder why I wouldn't give them the setup in that car, and I'm like, because I don't want you driving something that's not right, and then it'd be my fault. If I start winning races in it again, I'll gladly give the setup away, but I gotta get back to that point. So I'm gonna That's after I get done with this race. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start messing with that car straight away.
Yeah, no problem.
You know what? Lap 7. Here we go. Every race here in this car, lap 7 is when it wakes up. Hey, Colton, I was wondering what happened to you. And that sucks. Why would you want to throw away 100 iron? I know you're being facetious, but it's just funny to see that. You've been listening to Richard Gordakowski too much. People with high I rating are slow. People with low I rating are fast. Such a fucking moron. You know, according to him, he could get the 8,000 I rating if he tried. Like, motherfucker, you can't get the 3,000 I rating. Show me. I'm such a bully. It's just absurd, man. That guy's so obsessed. He has, what did I call it? I rating inferiority complex syndrome. He needs a support.
Why you still dive every fucking corner in LMP?
I rating's not perfect, but if I see somebody with a 6,000 I rating, I know goddamn good and well he's going to be fast. I don't care what anybody says. There's nobody farming their way to 6,000 I rating without having some speed.
That was smart.
Oh, he's always posted stuff like, you know, you're going to see the official series go away, blah, 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 blah. And he's like Mr. Litigation. He tried to tell Sergio Abella to go to the U.S. Embassy about me. I was like, are you serious? Like, I mean, he's just a big sissy. I mean, a big sissy. That's all he is. And he's always like, I wonder what kind of warnings are on this, talking about direct drive wheels. I'm like, dude, shut up. You're like a long-winded Jeffrey Ford. That's basically what he is. He's like Jeffrey Ford, but with time to type a lot. He says the same shit Ford did. It is. It's all relative to who you're racing. And in iRacing, 6,000 I rating is relatively fast. No matter who it is. If I see, like I said, if I see somebody with 6,000 I rating, I know they're fast. They may not be the fastest, but what it has shown is their ability to finish races. It's shown that they can finish races at the front of the field. Because go try to farm yourself the 6,000 I rating in something like the Cadillac. Tell me what happens when you have one bad race. You know, the 10 races before where you gained a total of 50 I rating is going to be wiped out by one bad race where you lose 200 I rating, you know. That's the thing about it, that, you know, those guys that say that, you know, you notice they never do it. The ones that say it can be done never do it. He tried to say he could do it in a Spec Racer 4. I'm like, well, then do it. You race the car a lot. Let's see you get the 4,000 I rating. Start there. You know, I raced the HPD a lot, and I can't get over 4,000. To get over 4,000, I had to jump into the Ferrari and run GTE. Because there's just nothing left to farm in this series. Because I can't race against high I rating people. Oh yeah, man. I mean, all you have to do is look at my I rating graph, and you can tell when I forgot to put fuel in the car, or you know what I mean. Just stop paying attention, because it'll drop 500 I rating in a couple of days. I have a clumsy week and things fall apart. stuff gets my blood boiling. Mainly because I never think about it enough, and those guys get just it's all they focus on. I'm like, you notice you never see fast people worrying about that? Because no, they're busy practicing to be fast. It's simple. Yep, that's exactly what happens. That's why I love it when people say, you just farm iRating in the HPD. I'm like, yeah, you come do it. See how easy it is. It's easy to farm your way up to about 2,500. Then after that, if you make any mistake, it's death. Especially me, who, you know, I have a select number of tracks that I'm good on. Yeah, we go to Silverstone. Holy shit, if I run a full week at Silverstone, I'll lose 1,000 iRating. Not only will I crash, I'll be getting beat by people who are like 1,500 iRating at that track. I cannot. That's why I always joke when those guys start talking about that. I say, oh yeah, well, we need per track iRating. Per track iRating would suit me just fine. I'm a 10,000 at Road Atlanta, a 600 at Silverstone, probably 800 at Motegi, 10,000 at Daytona. Yeah, that's the key.
Thank you.
That's what's kept me streaming. You know, I originally started streaming so people could see it. You know, the first things I did was to stream setup builds. And then I realized, hey, it keeps me focused during a race. It gives me something to do to pass time in a boring race. So I kept streaming.
Sorry, I was trying to give you the race.
Yeah, but great to get. Are you going to run the Sebring this week, or Sebring? Sorry, the 6-hour Spa this week or this weekend? One of the 2 6-hour races, or 3, whatever there are.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Oh, this guy is his connection is always crazy. You have to predict where he is. Please stay right.
Right side.
Thank you. Because I have no idea where he's going to go.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Oh, okay. This is always a fun 6-hour race here, this track. Let these guys sort themselves out here.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
Yeah, I need to change my seat out. Speaking of, this seat I have now is just done. It is absolutely done. It's 5 years old, and it has just used up all 800 plus. Well, actually, if you count leads, over 1,000 races. Then the seat, I need to pull my rig apart and change it, put it back together for Le Mans. Because I'm getting numb ass after just an hour in this thing. This guy has 4 names. Wait.
What the fuck, man?
Car right. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
Right side. Clear.
Oh, man. It's horrible.
5.193.
This traffic is depressing me. I think I'm just going to think about boobies.
Vincenzo! What car are you running? Vincenzo Amico's in here. I didn't see him. It's my guy. Oh, he's ignoring me. Oh, he's ignoring me now. Wow, I haven't seen Vincenzo in a while. That's awesome that he's in here. I used to race with him in the HPD a lot.
Car on your left. Still there.
He was
Clear
kind of
on
my
the left.
partner in crime when it came to the setups with this car. I used to bounce a lot of ideas off of him. When we'd be in practice sessions, I'd see what he was doing versus what I was doing in my early days when I was still trying to figure out what to do with this thing. I guess I'll know what he's running here shortly when he catches me, if he's in the LMP1, or when I catch him if he's in the GTE.
Oh, that's one way to move me.
Right side. Clear.
Whoa! Should pay
Aye.
attention. GTE
What
only
the?
these days.
I completely saw that.
2, minus 5.252, car right.
Oh, I just haven't checked oh wait, where's Christian? Christian, where are you at?
No, don't do it, don't do it. I'm catching.
What's Federico Godoy doing in 13th place? Guy's faster than that.
Left side. Clear. Right side. Stay on the left. You're on the left. 3 wide. Car right. 2 wide. Clear on the right. Just about 5 laps of fuel there.
Come on, Jorge. Jorge, go on, get.
Left side.
Oh, I got. Whoa, I have a
Clear on the left.
23. How do I have a 23-second lead after only 14 laps?
Go right.
Hey, step on your brake. Ahmed, what's wrong with you? Ahmed, I'd like to know why you're so stupid. That was dumb.
Oh, hi, John.
Yeah, man. I saw you earlier. I asked what you're driving these days. I didn't see you in the HPD.
Left side. Clear. Car on your left.
Well, that's good, Matt, because I just shit a little.
Nah, not for a few years. GTA at the minute.
Yeah, I came back after the year off and all the faces have changed. Actually, I was way more than a year.
Well, I've got brief fire on it, and I see you're dominating, so...
Right side. Clear on the right.
Yeah, that's because there's nobody in here. Yeah, I guess it's been 2 years. I was away from this car for 2 years, so I ran almost exclusively the 488 for the year prior to my hiatus. So it's been since 2016 since I ran this car regularly. What? You got DQ'd already? Man, were you in a demolition derby back there or something? I didn't even see you in this race, man. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the names.
Car right.
What was that?
Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Left side.
Ah, that sucks.
Clear on the left.
I didn't even see you were in this race. I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
I gotta go to the bathroom now. I'm not racing anything anymore, so I'm trying to give these guys all the room I can. With Colton having computer issues, and
Thank you.
and then Christian, I guess, wrecked. Something happened.
Clear.
That's kind of taking away any of my competition. So that just becomes a driving session. Just drive around, try to stay out of trouble.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, Fraser, I guess I'm actually kind of glad you're not in this race now because I have to go to the bathroom really bad. It's taking away my focus. I wouldn't be able to battle without chasing you if I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, what was that? Come on, John. There's no reason to run that wide.
The lead is sitting now.
No reason to do it there either.
The lead is sitting now.
Just racking up the incidents.
The lead is sitting now.
It had nothing to do with track limits, that was just me. Except for that one spot back there. That's the only spot on the track I really have a problem with the track limits. It seems it's awfully restrictive there. Whoa, turned in way sharper than I thought. Just clipped the wall. I want to go fast. I'm going to put in a little bit less fuel than what it's telling me to,
Ah, come on.
just to test it this time. Because if I have to, I can always just save fuel. Joan was quizzical, studied back to physical science in the home. Late nights all alone with a test tube. Oh. Maxwell Edison, majoring in medicine, says. Hold on. Get by this right here. Pay attention for a second. I don't want to interrupt what they're doing here. Careful, Vincenzo. He has 3 names.
Come on, John.
Right side. Clear.
He has 3 names, man. I'm not taking anything for granted.
Right side. Clear.
Hey, Gustavo. Not in this race, man. I was, here, hold on. See where my lead is now. The guys in the back, I think, had an issue. Yeah, so it shows me 47 seconds over Christian, which I think he got in a wreck or something. So, let's see here. I haven't been, Paul, because it's not any good. I've just been driving around the bad in it, but I will. Yeah, something happened back there, Gustavo. I mean, Christian's generally about a second or so slower per lap here than I am, but he was running actually pretty good. But then all of a sudden he was gone, and I checked. It was like, okay, so he's only 14 now. Of course, that last lap I was way slow on following those guys. So yeah, he's only 14 seconds back. So that's good. He's only 14 seconds back, but he may be on the second pit stop. I don't know. No, he couldn't, because he would have had to repair damage.
Sorry, Fernando. I heard that. Thanks, bud.
Oh, that's... I've had to dodge more cars in this race than I did the other 3 combined.
Wow, McDonald's.
Man, I've had to do a few of those in this one. Ahmed lost it up here out of Blanchevant, and he came backing across the track, just right out in front of me right here. Get the ranged idiot. Yeah, I've been doing too much of what it should be in real life, I think. in the HPD, I set it up completely by feel, but the car gives me enough feedback to do that. The GT cars, there's something lacking in the feel that I get from them, and that's just nature because they have a compliant suspension, so they're going to absorb a lot of stuff. So I'm not always feeling everything that's happening. I'm not noticing that something's costing me a tenth of a second here and a tenth of a second there, like I do in this car. In this car, if something causes me to start scrubbing speed, I notice that shit instantly.
Car on your left. Clear.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. But you have 4 names. I was taking no chances. Ah, 14 minutes of this. Come on. Christian's catching me. He's on fire. Yeah, shit, he's only 13 seconds back now. At the rate we're going, he'll catch me before the end of the race if I don't start putting in some laps. He's made up like...
John, you're damaged.
I was just commenting on that you're catching me. But no, I'm not damaged.
2 minutes 4.337.
Yeah, I'm the catching.
Well, I was being extremely polite in traffic, and I have to piss like a racehorse, so I'm not exactly pushing it. Okay, so I picked up 8/10 that time, so alright.
Maybe.
Yeah, Paul, I changed a couple of things on this car based on what was in that forum, and I didn't like it. So I went back to my normal setup. I ran it in qualifying. Golly, man, I'm all over. I gotta go to the bathroom too bad. That's my problem. All over the place. But yeah, I didn't like it as much. But I also too didn't do a lot of work on making the rest of the setup compensate for the extra camber. I've gotten used to this setup getting free as the race goes on, so I don't really want to change that. I don't think I'm going to pick up a whole lot of time no matter what I do, so I want to keep it comfortable for me. I want to keep it predictable for what I expect it to do. Like right now it's faster than it's been all race.
Car right.
exactly. I can't race this guy. I'm scared to get on side of him.
Clear.
Sorry.
See ya.
Left side. Clear.
Hey, Shock Eye. Mr. I.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm watching for yours. All right, Anso, take it easy, man.
Car on your left.
Yeah.
5 laps of fuel left.
Absolutely.
3.878. Clear.
Oh, can I clear this BMW before the braking zone? That is the question. Oh, he's going to move out of the way. Thank you, Mark.
Car right. Clear.
Oh, too much on the brakes.
5 lifts, Jorge. 5 lifts.
I was going to have my fastest lap right there, by far.
0.068. Right side. Clear.
That was going to be my fastest lap by a long way.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I don't trust this douche at all.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Dude. What's wrong with that guy? Oh, good. 3 minutes. Yeah, same guy. I don't know what that dude's deal is.
Car right. Clear.
I'd expect Tim to be smarter than that. Use up all of his boost to pass me before the bus stop.
5.86. Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Clear.
Joan was quizzical, studied at the physical science in the home. Late nights all alone with a test tube. Oh. Maxwell Edison, major in medicines, calls her on the phone.
You got about
Can I take
fuel left.
you out to the picture, Joe? Look at that, 2 or 3 1.
3.179.
But as she's getting ready to go, a knock comes on the door. Bang, bang, Maxwell silver hanging down on her head. Bang, bang, Maxwell silver hanging, sure she was dead. I got plenty of fuel. I put in a little less than what it was telling me to put in on the stop, and I've got enough. I can still go another lap after this one. I do, man. No worst way. I racked up a bunch of incidents in this race because of it. Oh, that and avoiding people, you know, stopping on the track, sliding on the track, backing up on the track.
So, what the fight? You crazy.
Ah.
Thank you.
Nice race, guys.
Now stop on the right.
All right.
Ay, good one, Vincenzo.
Great job, you did really well.
Fuck. Sake.
Okay, Christian ended up 19 seconds back. All right, so I don't know what happened early in the race with him, but apparently he must have just early pitted. He must have went the short pit route, because that's about he should have ended up about 19 seconds back. 'Cause that's less than a second a lap difference, so it's about 7/10 of a lap difference. So that's not bad. All right. That's a bummer that Colton didn't make it in. The computer issues. Would have made for a much more interesting race, because I can't just get away from him. See what happened up here. Where did Vincenzo finish? Oh, not bad. 1, 2, was it fourth in his class. Yep. All right, good race. I might run the next one. I got to see what's going on here at the house. But if I do, I will see you guys in. If not, I will see y'all in the next race, because I will try to run that one if enough people sign up. All right. You stay classy, San Diego.